Chris Charlton for KaijuPub.com, and you're here to see me suck at OlliOlli 2. Welcome to Ollywood. Why is it that everybody sucks at OlliOlli? I don't know. I'm not that bad at it. This is on PS4, and Vita is one of the PS Plus free games for March 2015. And you see, I've done a few stages. Actually, I've done more than this. Hang on. I need to back out here. And sync my cross save, because I have been playing on the Vita and getting a little bit further, at least, on the Vita. I forgot to sync my save this morning, so I started with a little bit of a handicap. So first thing against OlliOlli is that it doesn't have the good kind of automatic cross save syncing. Of course, I want to sync my cross save. Oh, it's annoying. But, you know, first world problems, eh? I really like OlliOlli is one of those games, it's like shoot 'em ups for me. It's like, I really like it, but I know I'm terrible at it. So with that in mind, let's try the daily grind for today, because I haven't tried it. This makes its return from the first OlliOlli game. It's a sort of random procedurally generated stage that pops up every single day. You can practice as much as you like, and it's just one run, yeah, that's not gonna do. You can practice it as much as you like, but then you only get one shot at doing it for realsies. And that wasn't bad. I need to get my manualing in better. I'm gonna try it for real. Screw it. People have astronomical scores in this game. You know, it's one of those where I wouldn't think that I suck that badly at it, except for the fact that other people are really good at it. And yeah, I'm blaming televisual lag there and not being able to time my manuals properly. But that's not bad. 380th in the world with 14 hours to go. I'm sure I'll tumble down that, but yes, that's alright. Similar to the daily grind in concepts are the spots, which again make a return from the last game. That's a terrible score there. Let's see if we can improve that. And this kind of, I guess, lets you see... No, it doesn't. I'm going to fuck up. The big change from OlliOlli 1 to OlliOlli 2, which is... There you go. Manuals. Tony Hawk's 2 style shit. Tony Hawk style shit. Tony Hawk's 2 style manuals, which I still haven't screwed up, which require perfect timing, as a lot of crap. I'm too tempted to get to that higher realm. There's a lot of OlliOlli is all about perfect timing. The first game, if you haven't played it, was very similar to this, kind of slightly junkier looking, less going on visually. You know, I think this, in a kind of lovingly hipster pixel art style, I think this game is actually kind of good looking. Whereas the other there wasn't as much going on in the last game. That's a little bit better, but still, you saw the best at 40,000 as opposed to a world best of 678,000. That's insane. But the first OlliOlli was all about exact timing. It's a 2D skating game, if you don't know it, where it's all the left stick and one button. The one button is X, and that lets you kick to gain momentum. You kick twice, you're already up to full speed. Everything else is on the stick. So you sort of pre-wind a trick by holding in a certain direction before you take off, and then you either flick the stick in the air to do a simple trick, or you can do sort of quarter circles and half circles to do more complicated tricks. Then you've got, you know, once you get really clever at it, you've got spins on the shoulder buttons as well. And what's kind of... I've already done all those. Let's head back here. You get like again, very Tony Hawk style goals here on each stage. So get a score of 300,000, finish 28 combo with an okay landing. No trick or combo under 1,000 points. Boo. Let's try that. But yeah, you do that and the thing, and you do the tricks, and what the thing is, where it gets to be really tricky is that when you grind, you want to grind by hitting direction just as you hit the rail. If you time it just so you hit the rail perfectly, which I'm not doing there, then not only do you get more points, but crucially, there you go, you did it, I got the green flash there. Kind of importantly, you'll also get an increase in momentum, and the game is kind of all about keeping the momentum of your guy. It's also about perfect landing, because unlike most skating games where you just land automatically, here you want to land by hitting the X button. You have to hit the X button to land. But there are different qualities of landings, which is based on the timing of when you hit the X button. So if you hit the X button just before you hit the ground, then you get more points. And if you time it too early or slightly too late, then you will have a shitty score. And the game is all about racking up your combo, showing you how many points you can get on a combo. You see there, it says 14k, 25k plus. That's how much I could get if I stick all this and stick the landing, crucially. You know, that's the important part. So it's constantly kind of rubbing it in your face of, you could have got this. And that makes you go, you bastard, you're right, I could have gotten that. And so then you go, you fucker of a game, I'm gonna restart and do it again. Then you restart and you do it again, then 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 you do it again, and you keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again, basically. And you would think that would be terrible, and anybody watching you play would think that would be terrible, because you curse a blue streak as you play OlliOlli, and indeed OlliOlli 2. But it's not, it's really good. I'm trying to concentrate, so sorry if I'm not too eloquent. And run into that spike and fall over. And yes, to kind of further throw wrinkles in that combo fire here in this game, is you have manuals that let you link together even longer combos, and the way you do that, rather than hitting X to land, you hit either left for a regular manual or right for a nose manual, and X at exactly the same time. If you don't do it at exactly the same time, you won't do a manual, you'll just land. And you'll see that combo you were racking up just get banked, and that too. Incredibly frustrating. Enough to make you swear and start again. But key thing is, you always start again. Or I've always been starting again. And that's the trick with how bizarrely addictive, just uncannily addictive OlliOlli is. Now for this one in particular, not much has changed really. There's going to be a local multiplayer split screen mode, I believe, that's inbound, that wasn't ready for launch, sadly. but there'll be that coming in a later update. But I mean, basically the game's the same. It's new stages, and it's got like this, you know, this manual thing going on. Nothing automatic here. It just ruined everything with a sloppy score at the end there. But all those manual markers are tricky to get. That's great. But the real kind of thing, I guess, that's making this 2E is the sort of the not really story, but the kind of the theme that's going on in this game. So you're in Hollywood, as the title suggests, and that means you're going through all of these different movie sets. There was the Aztec one, and then here's this Western themed one, which I haven't tried yet. So let's see where we go through here. This is going sight unseen, so I didn't even look at what the goals were. But I kind of think I always go one run on a level just to see if I can do it, and then go through and go for the goals. Which is cool, because like you can get through, you can play just to see if you can get to the end of the stages in amateur mode. And that's fine, and then after that you can go, I'll try and go for a couple of the goals here, and you can get involved in that, because I mean, getting through the stages, not that hard really, but definitely getting every goal in these stages insanely hard. And if you want to get competitive at it, and some people seem to be, then you're asking for a world of trouble. I don't know why I restarted then. I'm just sort of playing for pride here, but my pride made restart. I'm not. It seems, it's weird because it seems so simple to explain it. It's just, look, you do the stick to do the tricks, and then you just time your button press of X to land it. And I don't know, for whatever reason, for me, I think for a lot of people too, because I think the first game, crap, I'm not doing it again. The first game really divided a lot of people. There were people that kind of didn't know what to expect from OlliOlli and really hated it. But it's just going from rails where you don't want to press X, and then to landing the final trick where you do want to press X, but now you want to do a manual, so you want to hit left and X. It honestly is monumentally mentally taxing for some reason. It is exactly like, you know, rubbing your head, patting your tummy, scratching your nose, all of that at exactly the same time. It's tricky. It's deliberately made in a way to screw with your brain. And here is me saying, it's not too bad just to get to the end of the stage, but I'm having trouble getting to the end of the stage. Probably because I think I'm trying to be a Flash Harry. No. Oh, it's always the dynamite at the end of the platform there. Yeah, I mean, visually there's a lot more going on with this iteration of it than there was in the last game, which was very sort of minimalist, and this still has the sort of pastel color sprite work, screw blooming it, aesthetic going on to it, but there's a lot more going on in the backgrounds, and you know, I mean, you saw it probably better in the Indie Jones style Aztec stage than in this one, I think, where it's just this train going on. But I'm sure if I can ever get to the end of this bloody stage, there'll be another stage where there'll be more crazy Western shit going on. And yeah, it's kind of just I mean, mechanically, it's the manuals here that's the big difference, but it's also the... No! Fucker. It is also the presentational aspects of it that separate this from OlliOlli 2, so from OlliOlli 1 rather. So I mean, I don't know. I think if you're, I was gonna say if you've only just picked up OlliOlli 1, then stick with that for the time being. But then again, this is free on PS Plus. I did only just, I did only just pick up OlliOlli 1. It was on sale last month, somewhere around there. I know I haven't had OlliOlli 1 particularly long, but now this one's on Plus for this month. I'm gonna wind up probably playing all of this and then forgetting that I have OlliOlli 1 until much later. And then I'm gonna probably try and go back to OlliOlli 1 and not be able to manual or do anything like that, and it's gonna seem really weird and like I'm gonna have to learn a whole new game all over again. Oh, what? Oh my goodness. Oh dear. And I think if you're playing this, it's a good game to play with an audience, I guess, and not talking necessarily about Twitch and YouTube, but a real life audience of people who think their reflexes are shit hard, you know? Because I think it's one of those, if you just watch it get played, it seems... Hey, there we go. Let's go there. 500,000 points in one combo, I think that was. No! Oh, no! Oh, I knew I'd lost momentum there. That was terrible. But, you know, 660 grand in one combo. Just let me finish the stage, man, so I can get the spot. If you finish a stage, then you unlock the spot mode for that stage. That's what I showed off right at the start of this video, where you're doing like one combo and you're seeing how long you can stretch that out for. Oh, fucker. Tried to get too ambitious there. So that's good. And you unlock the next stage to get onto. So there is just kind of, I mean, just the thing of playing towards the end of the game. Which, if you want to be super conservative about what tricks you can do, and kind of boring about how you play the game, then I can imagine, I forgot to press X, I can imagine that not being too difficult. But you can't play this game conservatively, I don't think. And then there's the goals as well, and you want to get all the goals because that's good. And yes, if if you get all the goals on a stage clear, then you unlock pro mode for that level. And pro mode is basically, it's the same as the basic mode, the basic stage rather, but they toss a whole bunch more in the way of obstacles in there to make it infuriatingly difficult, and they make the goals that you're getting that much harder as well. So it makes already a difficult game incredibly tricky. I don't know whether anybody can clue me into this, but I remember back when Newgrounds was a thing. I guess Newgrounds is still a thing, but when Newgrounds was a popular thing, like when Flash gaming was a thing that you did in computer labs in 2000 or so, when I was, you know, sort of 17, 18 and just in the IT labs, everybody would be on Newgrounds because Flash games, you weren't allowed to install anything on the PCs, but I remember there was a skating game that was kind of like this, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there's pro mode as well. This is a pro stage, and you see like these those traffic cones and things wouldn't be there, and there's more junk to get to, but that's basically the difference. I'm terrible at this game. And because I'm terrible at this game, I hate this game, but I love this game so much. It hits that just that perfect level of infuriating difficulty that I guess Trials does as well, and I can already feel the rubber on my DualShock 4 starting to fade, so I need to probably put this down on PS4, sync my save, and then pick it up again on Vita. If you haven't got it yet on PS Plus, what are you doing? You know, because it's nothing. It costs you nothing extra. But it's brilliant. It's OlliOlli 2, it's out on PS4 and Vita right now. ChrisCharmForCoachingPod.com. Thanks for watching. Bye!